Hey guys, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Leah Meadows, and this is my 4th annual Top 10 Games You Should Buy Your Kids for Christmas.
Thanks for joining us. Today we are doing Liam's 4th annual top 10 list. These are all games that Liam was introduced to in the year 2020. They're not all 2020 games, but games that you get to play this year. All great family weight games, and I can see them on the table out in front of me. I don't know what order they're in. These all look like winners. Should we start? Are we ready to jump in?
Okay, before we get started, we have 2 honorable mentions.
Have you been talking to Melissa? Did she tell you how to do this list thing?
Okay.
Go ahead.
This would be my number 11.
11,
it's a 2019 game, Draftosaurus.
Okay, excellent.
Which is pretty fun. We played the 2-player version.
Yep, so it is a drafting game where you're actually drafting wooden pieces, which is kind of cool. It's from, I don't know who it is, Ankama. And yeah, we've had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah.
Very cool. What's your, what are your other honorable mention
Okay, I have one more.
categories?
It is Plankton Rising.
Okay, yep.
It's another game like Thanos Rising. It's a little different. It's SpongeBob themed this time.
Yep, so why did it make the honorable mention list?
It made the honorable mention list. Definitely check this one out. It's kind of the same like Thanos Rising, except
is?
SpongeBob, and instead of like getting the Infinity Gauntlet, he wants to crack
Right, so
everybody.
Thanos has definitely made your top
Yeah.
10 in the past.
Yeah.
Did we do Darkseid Rising 2?
No, we said that was an honorable mention.
It was harder to
last
get,
time.
yeah. So, same mechanics, new theme.
Yeah.
You can pick your favorite. Which one is actually your favorite Rising game?
Probably Thanos Rising.
Thanos Rising still at the top,
Yeah.
which is a good point. So maybe the games on this list don't meet your family fit or whatever. Definitely check out our other top 10 videos because the games that are on previous lists, some of those may even be better than games on this year's list, but they've already been on the list. So new options for Christmas this year.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Are we ready to start?
Yeah.
All right, number 10. All right, so this is your show.
Okay,
What
my
is
number 10 game is Winner Winner Chicken Dinner.
Okay, I'm pulling that one out. You tell us about it.
Okay, so Winner Winner Chicken Dinner, super fun. We played the Kickstarter version last year.
Right, so yeah,
but
we got
it wasn't
introduced to it.
available, Yeah.
Yeah, so now it is published from 25th Century
You
Games.
can play it.
2 to 4 players.
Yeah. I like that you're trying to roll uncooked chicken and cooked chicken while the dog is trying to chase you around the board.
Right,
That's
so you're
fun.
trying to collect as much chicken as possible. Before the dog gets to the end of the thing, there's a bunch of cards in there, some cool
Yeah.
mats. I think we have like the Deluxeified edition,
Yeah.
which has wooden tokens. Oh, and the best part.
Yeah, the best part.
We gotta pull this out. Is I think every game, not even the deluxe, comes with the rubber chicken, which is quintessential for
Yeah.
having a good time.
Number 9. Okay, so my number 9 game is Trekking the World.
Ooh, okay, excellent.
Good one.
Yeah, so I think this was also maybe a Kickstarter 2 years ago
Yeah.
or something.
No, I think it was 1 year ago.
1 year ago, Underdog Games. Yep. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't actually played this one yet. You played this with Mom several times. Yep.
It's basically you have like the whole world, and then there's different like locations that you can go to with pieces, and then on your turn you move a couple of spaces depending on what like you get on your turn. And then it's like when all the pieces on the board are gone, you count up your points, and then whoever gets the most wins.
Cool. So set collection,
Yeah.
like actual geography, locations, the photos in the game are like landmarks
real.
and things. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. This is a good learning one and fun apparently. Trekking the world.
Number 8. Okay, so my number 8 game is Marvel United.
Okay.
That is a super fun one. It's where you are Marvel heroes. A lot of them actually. There's quite a few. There's like mini. What are they called? Figures.
Yep, minis.
Yeah, minis.
Yep.
And then like you have all your cards, and then there's 3 different locations. And the bad guy.
There's a lot of locations. I think there's like 9 or 6 maybe 6 locations.
Yeah, and there's like the bad guys are like Ultron, Red Skull, and I forgot the other one. I think it's Taskmaster.
Right, and they're different. Those are different rounds entirely. So you play one bad guy. It's a cooperative game.
Yeah,
Work
trying to
together as
beat
a
each other.
team.
we played this on one of the last Mondays of the month community game night.
Yeah,
which was
yeah,
fun.
that was cool. Got to teach a bunch of people it. From Simon and Spin Master. Features really cool minis. The game
Yeah.
itself is a pretty slick card playing game where you play a card, you play 2 cards on your turn, and then the next person's turn, they can actually use your most
Yeah.
recent card,
that you played.
which is kind of neat. So you're cooperatively helping each other power up to be able to achieve different things on different cards.
And then you can like defeat the thugs or rescue the civilians.
Right, yep, cool stuff. Marvel United, you can tell they're Marvel fans.
Yeah.
But this is fun. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's move on. Number 7. Okay, so my number 7 game is Wavelength.
Okay, cool.
So this one was super fun. It's a team game where it's 2v, it's one or however many play. It's like one team versus the other team, and you basically pick a category card, and then it's like super cool or super bad or something like that.
Yep.
Or like clean or dirty, and then you close it, spin it. One person gets to see it, and they have to try to decide where the thing is.
What clue to give
what
to
clue
help
to give,
their
and
team get into the right spectrum.
Yeah, and then there's like 2, 3, or 4 points, and then the other team tries to guess, is it just on the right side or on the left side, and then they put it in, and then it's first one to 10 points.
Yep, so super fun party game that features some really neat components, some pieces I haven't really seen in any other games.
Yeah.
That alone makes it fun.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable to hear different people's perspectives on what's far left and what's far right on each spectrum, which is interesting. And then, it's a lot of fun that the other team also gets to input each
just
turn.
got some extra points.
Yep, yeah, fun stuff. Good idea. Wavelength.
Number 6.
Number 6. What are we looking
Okay,
at?
number 6 is Sugar Blast.
Okay, so we don't even have that one at the house
Yeah.
because we've lent it out because it's so fun.
It's so good.
Tell us
Laser
about it.
Blast, it's kind of like, it kind of feels like Candy Crush, where
Okay.
you like move one of the pieces, and then once you get it, like you put the board down and then the slide, and then you add new ones, and then everyone has a different card, so it's like get one of each candy, or like get 2 of 3 groups, or something like that.
Yeah. So it's a little bit like the app where you
Yeah.
are crushing candy, making sets. The board actually tips, which is pretty
Yeah.
neat, so that all the pieces slide.
Slide down.
You can create those combos, which is fun. And then everybody has a different goal in the
Yeah.
game. And it just features some fun components as well. Heavy duty plastic
Yeah.
works well for like grandma
Yeah.
who enjoys the app, works well for the little girl next door who also loves playing the game.
Yeah.
The full wide range of people can have fun with this one.
Yeah, and it's super cool. Like all the candies have a different design and shape, and they like have little faces that are cute. Number 5. Okay, so my number 5 game is Catapult Kingdoms.
Okay, cool.
So you get that out.
Yep.
So Catapult Kingdoms is 2 teams. It's super fun to shoot here and try to break other people's builds.
Yep, it is pretty cool. This one, I think, also was maybe a Kickstarter this year.
Yeah.
I assume it's available. Maybe it's like late pledge possibilities. It features a ton of cool pieces. You've got like rubbery plastic
Yeah.
cannonballs that you're launching from an actual physical catapult, trying to
Yeah.
take each other's town out. Lots of really cool minis in it. Heroes and not heroes, but like
Yeah.
inhabitants of your kingdom that you're
Yeah.
trying to knock over. I think you win by
Knocking over all 5 guys.
All
You
their
put
guys.
5 guys out, and then you build a wall or something, or like a protection.
Yeah, there's some rules on where you can put pieces at. They have to be like close to walls and stuff. So
Like, there's
you
like a
can
list.
decimate their entire kingdom, but if people are still standing, you got to aim for the people.
That's
yeah.
the main goal. And then it's first one to kill all 5 wins.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Number 4. Okay, so my number 4 game is Hues and Cues.
Okay.
Which is
Also
definitely
didn't
a good
see it
one.
on the
yeah,
table,
we don't
yep.
have it.
Yep.
We're giving it to someone else. It's so cool to have the whole board.
It is.
And then like with all the different colors, and then you're like picking. So someone draws a card and then gives one word clue. Like I think one time I did, it was like McDonald's and it was like a yellowy color.
Yeah.
And some people were going for the red side, and I was just like, no.
Oh yeah, because we had 2 different
Yeah.
colors on McDonald's. Yep, that's a
Yeah.
really fun one. Big board, lots of fun to play. This one works really well over like Zoom or
Yeah.
over the internet. You can play with everybody just with one copy of the game. I think a lot of people can play it too, like 8 or 10 people,
I
something
think,
like that.
I think it's 8 because there's
8.
8 different color pieces.
Different cones, and the difficulty level is really easy to understand, but we always like to add extra stuff, like you can only do
Yes.
brand names
Yeah.
or it has to be Christmas related or whatever, which makes it a little bit harder, but it's still really easy to just get your tokens out on the board.
Yeah, I think we played this on the 24-hour stream.
We have
We
streamed
did
it.
with other people on the video.
Yeah. Yeah, we had people join us and
Yeah.
play, and it was a lot
It
of
was fun, yeah.
Works great for family, for a quick party, and for a lot of fun. Using cubes.
Number 3. So my number 3 game on the list is Drone Home.
Drone Home, I saw it in here.
This
yeah.
one is super exciting and it's like super tense. So you're like, come on, get it in. And then it finally goes in and it goes up and you're like, yes! And
Yeah.
then, it's the first one to get 3 pieces in the drone and get them to fly off.
So it's kind of like a little launch pad thing. I don't even know what it's
Yeah,
called.
you
It's not a
shoot up your
catapult.
aliens.
Yeah, it launches up this ramp onto the drone, and then it has.
Which actually comes with the game.
Right, it is pretty slick. Once they land on the drone, you have like 3 or 4 seconds until it launches into the air.
Yeah, and you can like knock other people off.
Right? Yep. Yeah, that's exciting when you're on
Yeah,
and then
and
you're
then-
able to flick somebody out at the last
Yeah.
second. First 3 to win. This is a crazy, loud, fun one.
Yeah, it's Play Monster.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
From Play Monster, and 4 players. You can play with
Yeah.
less, but
Yeah.
up to only 4.
Yeah, that's a little lower player, so like smaller families or something like that.
You know, or brothers. That's
Yeah.
usually the ones that end up crazy, running around the living room, acting like
Yeah.
monkeys. But yeah, Drone Home, a lot of fun. That's a cool one.
Yeah. Number 2.
All right, so we're down to the final 2 games. I
Okay.
see 2 good ones on the table that I knew that you
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed this year. I am curious to see which one makes it to number 1.
Okay, my number 2 game is Scooby-Doo Escape the Haunted Mansion.
All right, good. That's the one that it should be.
Yeah. Okay, so this game is super fun. I think, how many players does it go to? 5? You
Yeah.
can probably play with like a lot. Like
Right.
A whole,
It says 1 or more actually.
Yeah.
So we played with 5,
Yeah, we
but
played with 5.
you could do a bunch of people.
Yeah.
4 would probably be ideal.
Yeah.
But it didn't hurt at all to have more than that.
yeah, it's super cool. It would make my number 1, but you can only play the game once. And they're like, it's super fun. I don't think we actually figured out who it was.
Don't admit that. You gotta let them think that we figured it out.
Yeah.
I think we had like 80% of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is an escape
Yeah.
room in a box game. You can really kind of only play it once because
Yeah.
then you'll know the puzzles, but we did have a blast
Yeah,
with it.
it was super fun. I think there's like 2 parts to it or something.
Yeah, you can break it in half. So I think it takes about 2 hours maybe to play the entire game, but there's like a nice little save point in the middle. We played straight through it
Yeah.
because everybody was having a good time, including like, so you were reading, Lincoln was reading, Xander was just kind of following along.
Yeah.
I felt like the puzzle, it says that it's a medium difficulty, which I think was just about perfect
Yeah.
because I felt like almost every time I knew what we were supposed to be doing in
Yeah.
the puzzle. I hate when you play an escape room and you're like, I don't even know what to do with this card and
Yeah.
this page. But we still had to figure them out. So
Yeah,
it was
it's
fun.
still hard to play. And when you're reading it, like you can feel what they're saying, because they'll have like a specific like how they talk.
Right. So you're playing each of the characters in the game. You're
Yeah.
reading their dialogue. In your head, it sounds like an episode
Yeah.
of Scooby Doo. And then at the end, you get there and you're like, oh, it's probably this guy. Nope, shoot, it wasn't him. It was a different person. Why? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Excellent stuff. The Scooby Doo Escape from the Haunted Mansion game from the op.
Okay, to number 1. Number 1. Okay, so my number 1 game of 2020 is Dungeon Drop. This one is super fun. It's really cool to drop the pieces out. It just feels like so exciting to just have that and just have them spread everywhere on the board.
So we had a lot of fun playing this like a year ago
Yeah.
as a Kickstarter. We've got the deluxe edition. This year they just came out with Drop Too Deep, which
Yeah,
is a
that was
Kickstarter
better.
expansion, add some new stuff to it. We also have like the foam mat and the border,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
And this one is like deluxe or something.
It is
They gave us
deluxe,
a
yep.
deluxe one.
Yep, so it's got like screen printed meeples and everything.
Yeah.
Tell us really quickly how you play the game, like what you're doing. in it.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is like you start the game by dropping all the pieces. When I played,
What are all the
actually,
pieces?
They're like goblins. They're like points. They're gold. There's like treasure chests and keys,
Mm-hmm.
which are super cool. And then you all have like a different character that has amount of health and has a superpower or something.
Yep.
And then there are like stones and
Oh,
then
pillars, yep.
pillars, and then you make a triangle out of the pillars and then all the stuff that's in the middle. And if you die, do you just end it? Like, do you just die? And then,
Yeah, I think you can die all the way
Yeah.
and then lose.
yeah, I think it wasn't me or Lincoln that did that. I think it was Lincoln. When we did a video of this, Lincoln died at the very
Okay,
end.
that's funny. In
Yeah.
the game, you were just dropping a bunch of different colored
Yeah.
cubes onto the table, but then you like visually had to make patterns and
Yeah.
kind of pick out the rooms. You want to collect all the treasures in one area. Everybody has a different value of treasure that they're trying to collect. You have those different powers that you can use. Some of them are like dexterity things where you might flick something into a room or move a pillar. The new expansion adds a bunch of new bad guys with cards that affect you every round. It's a very, very simple concept. Small box, simple components, but it's surprisingly like you can get a little AP with it almost, even though it's just dots on the page basically, because you're like staring like, where am I gonna go? And you're really excited if somebody misses a really good room that's gonna help you out. And then you have to worry about taking too many, like you can't take a room if it has too much damage in it because it would kill you.
And then there's also, everyone has a secret card that like, so there's like blue gems, pink gems, or like a white gems, clear gems. And then like on the card it shows like clear gems are worth 3 points and blue are worth 2, but pinks are worth 1. But if you get a set of all 3 of them, then it gives you 7 points or something.
Right, it's different for everybody's cards. So everybody's kind of going for different things, which is nice. You might want the blue ones. The other guy might overlook blue because to him pink is more valuable, which is a great balance mechanic in it. Yeah, that's really fun. Dungeon Drop Deluxe. It looks neat on the table. It is fun to play. It's really easy to understand. Cool stuff, man. Excellent list.
Yes.
So, if you liked any of these games, if you thought they looked interesting, check them out. Let us know in the comments which game looked like your number one. Also, like we mentioned, go check out Liam's other top 10 lists because those games are still great games.
Yeah,
these
we still play them today.
Yeah, just the newest and hottest. What have you played any other games that you're like, you know, this is an old one, but a goodie?
I don't know. We played like, is it Backgammon?
Yeah, Backgammon.
That one
super
was
classic.
Good. It was super old, but we did it on the Saturday morning board game show, and it was fun. I played it with Katie.
Yep. Check out that show. We also just played, and I want to know what you thought about it. I think I actually know what you thought, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. We just played Everdell.
Oh yeah.
What'd you think of that?
That was pretty fun. It takes a while. It's cool with all like the different seasons and like all the cards. Like one of the things that are really cool is like if you have a card that says, if you have a shop and you have a shopkeeper, then you automatically get that card on your turn.
A little bit of engine building. I asked him, do you think this will make the list? And he said, it's a little tough for like kid games. Sounds like we might have to do next year, like Liam's top 10 list for games. Oh, ever?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say for games that aren't kids. Yeah. We'll work our way up. We're getting there. 4 years. That's incredible. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and that there are lots of games under your tree. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll catch you in the next video.
See you guys.
Welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. Oh, wait, we already said that.
I was like, wait, we're doing it again. Okay.
Alright, why don't you say number 9 and jump in.
Okay, number 9.
And then jump in.
Oh. Be quiet. Okay. Number 3. Okay, so my number one game.
My number 1, 3?
Number 1.
One more time.
Okay.